Hi, this is Kurt Johnson doing a mindful morning from down here at Shawbucks, downtown Jamestown, New York, on Chautauqua Lake. You can't be happy all day if you don't start in the morning. Should you choose to be happy, life is choice. Today's topic is the quote of the day will be, the only bad experience in life is the one you didn't learn from. Knowledge can bring healing, and understanding can bring healing. Life is an experience, and we're not always having the best experiences. But if you learn from a negative experience, you can make it a positive one. And I'm looking back. I mean, we're approaching our 30th anniversary of Shawbucks. March 31st, 1995. Is the day Shawbucks opened to the public. Back in October of 1994, I signed a lease to remodel a burned out business called the Old Main Event. It was closed for a year. It was a total gut job. And 2 weeks after I signed my lease, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. So I had to do the surgery. I gave Dr. Walter my left nut so we could be friends. And we did become friends. I was one of his first left orchidectomies, which is a big word for me. But unfortunately, it spread into my lymph nodes. So I wound up having to do the project while getting chemotherapy. My buddy Mike Miley was helping me build it. And the late Mike Miley, my close friend, I love you, Mike, passed on many years ago. But he was here and he'd watch the job site when I'd go get my chemo and whatnot, and he helped me build the original Shawbucks. And so did many, many other friends came in and assisted me to complete the task. But it took a month or so longer than I anticipated, but I still was able to do it. And I think the distraction from having cancer, building Shawbucks while having cancer, it was a distraction. I had something to look forward to. I had something to focus on. And I wanted to build something. And I remember my mom saying that, maybe this is God's way of telling you that you shouldn't be building a bar. And I did contemplate that for a short period of time, but I don't, in my way, it felt superstitious. And I don't think God would create cancer on me to improve my behavior or change my behavior. I think that God experiences life through us and our experiences. But anyway, I just wanted to contemplate. I was thinking and talking about, upcoming and we're going through a major remodel here. We're putting on a 4-story deck on the front of Shawbucks building that faces the National Comedy Center, which is right across the street. And then our second floor is going to get used for entertainment. We can start our bands at 8 or 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock. But our restaurant, the first floor of Shawbucks, is really improved. Like in 2015, we were about 10% food. And now 2025, we're close to 65% food. And we still do live entertainment on weekends, but it's kind of hard to switch over from a restaurant and then lead into the nightlife and bands and DJs and karaoke. So that's what's upcoming. In 2025, I'm looking for a big breakout year. And I also am developing an extra kitchen on the second floor that I want to use for the Mindful Eatery. Mindful Eatery is about the energy within me, which me represents Mindful Eatery, that the law of consumption. We consume a diet of food, we consume a diet of thoughts, and we consume our environment. You could say your diet of food precedes your mood, and your mood precedes your diet of food. Your thoughts precede your biology, and your biology can precede your thoughts. And your environment is all of what went on within you. So taken from a perspective of like Bruce Lipton, that we live in a community of 50 trillion cells, I'm reflecting that to create harmony within my 50 trillion cells within me, into the community of my downtown Jamestown, New York, or you could look at it as Chautauqua County as a big campus and an experiential learning center to learn about the Mindful Eatery. And energy within the energy within me. Energy simply is the ability to create motion or movement. I believe there's two invisible forces that create movement within ourselves and those around us. And those energies are fear and love, or love and fear, however you want to look at it. Like a battery, we live in an electrical universe. There's two energies that create movement, love and fear. The positive pole is love. The negative pole is fear. So that's the energy within me that's also within you. And just learning to balance and harmonize the law of consumption of what we consume in food, thoughts, and environment. So that's, in a nutshell, the project coming up. But also, we're also putting a rooftop garden, and there's also going to be a rooftop balcony that'll be 18 feet by 55 feet. So that's what's upcoming at Shawbucks in 2025. I'm not sure I'll have any part of this usable by March 31st, 2025, but that will be our 30th year anniversary. And I just want to take a moment as I'm reflecting on opening Shawbucks 30 years ago. 2 weeks before we opened to the public was my last chemo treatment. I had to go to Roswell Park for a week-long cancer. It was difficult, and I'd have to get admitted because 30 years ago the treatments were slightly different than us. But that's all. I just thought I'd share the upcoming events and where Shawbucks is headed, and that 2025 is going to be a breakout year for us. And the upper floors, we're going to do the Mindful Eatery project and other types of entertainment, weddings. And then the first floor of Shawbucks will stay Shawbucks. You can get your chicken wings and our home cooking, the bone-in pork, the upside-down meatloaf, whatever you choose to have. Thank you guys for having a listen. I look forward to seeing everyone in 2025. Rock on.